This is the first time we have built a warship of this complexity and of this tonnage. And so it has been a big challenge for us. As you know that the challenges have posed some problems, but hopefully now the problems are behind us. The government
India is set to unveil its first home-built aircraft carrier from a shipyard in southern Kerala state. The 37,500-ton INS Vikrant is expected to go for extensive trials in 2016 before being inducted into the Navy by 2018. With this, India will join a select group of countries capable of building such a vessel. Other countries capable of building a similar ship are the US, the UK, Russia and France. Monday's launch of INS Vikrant will mark the end of the first phase of its construction. The ship will be then redocked for outfitting and further construction. The ship, which will have a length of 260 m, 850 feet, and a breadth of 60 m, has been built at the shipyard in Cochin. It was designed and manufactured locally, using high-grade steel made by a state-owned steel company.
It is a real pleasure to be present with all of you here today for a momentous occasion, namely the launching ceremony of the prestigious indigenous aircraft carrier. I had visited Cochin shipyard on February 28, 2009 for the keel laying of the aircraft carrier. Today the project has reached a memorable milestone. But I am all the more happy. I am not visiting this shipyard not as the Minister of Defence only. I don't know how many of you are here in 72. In the year of 1972, when our former Prime Minister Indira Ji laid the foundation stone for this historic shipyard, I was able to attend that function also. Karnataka Ji was the Chief Minister, I was the Kerala party present at that time. That is in 72. Now it is after 41 years, the shipyard has reached India's #1 shipyard. I am very proud of that. The launching of the aircraft carrier marks a red letter day, not just for the Navy and our shipping industry, but also for the entire nation. It is indeed a proud moment for the country to witness our efforts at achieving self-reliance in the field of warship design and construction, as only a very few advanced countries in the world possess the capability to design and build aircraft carriers. Today's launching of the indigenous aircraft carrier marks just the first step in a long journey, but at the same time an important one. The need for a strong and vigilant Navy to defend our mainland, island territories, offshore assets, exclusive economic zone around our vast coastline, and maintaining sea lanes of communication needs no emphasis. We must continue the process of strengthening indigenous capability towards securing our maritime interest. Our Navy must continue to maintain high operational readiness at all times to ward off any likely misadventure against our national interest. The country's warship building program must meet the Navy's force-level requirements. Over the years, the Navy has made a distinct shift from a buyer's Navy to a builder's Navy. I strongly urge the Indian industry to participate wholeheartedly in our shipbuilding programs and further consolidate our strength in this field. Cochin Shipyard Limited is one of the major shipbuilding yards in India. It has good facilities, infrastructure and a skilled workforce for shipbuilding and ship repair. Though building the aircraft carrier is Cochin Shipyards Limited's maiden venture in warship construction, the shipyard has rendered yeoman service in the commercial shipbuilding sector. I have been told that presently the yard has orders for 20 ships consisting of platforms, support vessels for international clients, fast patrol vessels for the Indian Coast Guard, besides this first indigenous aircraft carrier for our Navy. Still I am told by the shipyard and also from the unions that you need more support. Let us have an agreement. We lost many time in the past because of various reasons. Hereafter, let us keep the timeline. That is your commitment. I commit, if things are all right, we will support you more and more from the Ministry of Defence. The yard has made a significant contribution to the national exchequer and was awarded the Category 1 Miniratna status by the government in July 2008. It takes several years to develop design capability and technical expertise to conceptualize, design and produce warship, particularly an aircraft carrier. The required skills can be realized only by hands-on experience in warship design and production skills. It is equally essential that we retain and sharpen established designing capabilities, shipbuilding technology, know-how and human resources to be able to produce quality and state-of-the-art warships in the years to come. We have the capability and technology to match the best in the world. On its part, the government will extend all its support in sustaining and supporting warship design and building. The achievement by Cochin Shipyard Limited reflects the new era of industrial growth in Kerala. The Ministry of Defence has already initiated a number of high-value technology-intensive defence sector projects such as BrahMos, besides the setting up of Asia's largest naval academy at Ejimala and National Institute of Research and Development in Defence Shipbuilding, Nirdesh at Calicut. I congratulate the CMD of Cochin Shipyards and his staff, the Design Directorate and Warship Overseeing Team of the Navy, and all the workers of the Cochin Shipyard, and all the trade unions of the Cochin Shipyard for their contribution in launching the first indigenous aircraft carrier. I also congratulate the leaders of industry and DRDO for indigenously developing the warship-grade steel and military-grade equipment of unprecedented size and complexity to meet stringent specifications. I also especially thank the Ministry of Shipping for taking special interest in sorting out all the issues and also now moving forward this project. Finally, I have no words to thank my young colleague, Sri G.K. Vasan. We lost many years because of lack of coordination from various stakeholders. Without an exaggeration, I can tell you that after Mr. Vasan became the Minister of Shipping, he took personal interest to sort out all the issues and is monitoring the developments here frequently. So his personal interest and leadership has helped us very much to make this today's function like this. So my special thanks to him also. I strongly urge all the stakeholders to put in collective efforts to ensure that the indigenous aircraft carrier is delivered to the nation on time. With these words, I wish the project and Cochin Shipyard Limited all success in its endeavour. Thank you. Jai Hind.
कुछ ऐसा दिखेगा अपने देश में बना एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर INS विक्रांत। 12 अगस्त को कोच्चि में इसे समुद्र में उतारा जाएगा और तभी इसे ये नाम दिया जाएगा। अगले 5 साल तक इसको समुद्र में 30-30 नॉटिकल माइल की रफ्तार से चलने लायक बनाया जाएगा। इसका वजन 40,000 टन तक पहुंचेगा और ये एक बार ईंधन लेने के बाद 45 दिन तक समुद्र में रह सकेगा। इसके डेक से 20 लड़ाकू एयरक्राफ्ट और 10 हेलीकॉप्टर उड़ान भरने के लिए हर वक्त तैयार रहेंगे। ये समुद्र में भारत का एक ऐसा किला होगा जिसे तोड़ पाना मुमकिन नहीं होगा। 2018 तक ये नौसेना में शामिल होने के लिए तैयार होगा।
इस जहाज में लगभग 1450 लोग रहेंगे। वहाँ इसमें करीब 2300 कंपार्टमेंट्स हैं। इस जहाज का जो सबसे ऊपर जिसे फ्लाइट डेक बोलते हैं, अगर उसका एरिया देखा जाए तो 4 एकड़ के करीब है और इस तरह की इसमें 10 डेक हैं।
इसी साल के अंत तक रूस से खरीदा गया एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर विक्रमादित्य नौसेना में शामिल होगा। फिलहाल नौसेना के पास एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर INS विराट है, जो लगभग उसी वक्त रिटायर होगा जब स्वदेशी एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर तैयार हो जाएगा। यानी भारतीय नौसेना के पास अब हर समय कम से कम 2 एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर होंगे।
2018 में ये एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर इंडक्ट होगा, तब भारत के पास 2 कैरियर बैटल ग्रुप होंगे और उससे हम अपने जो मैरिटाइम इंटरेस्ट है उनकी देखभाल और अपने जो मैरिटाइम सिक्योरिटी है उसकी देखभाल कर पाएंगे।
चीन ने पिछले साल अपना पहला एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर समुद्र में उतारा है और अगले 5 साल में इनकी तादाद 3 करने की तैयारी में है। यानी अब समुद्र में दबदबे की जिम्मेदारी काफी हद तक स्वदेशी एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर की होगी।